again, everyone. We're back with another one. This time, it's this smart tubby guy.
What is his name?
Dr. Eggman.
There's going to be a whole bunch of people who watch this who won't know who that is.
This is Dr. Eggman, and we will be seeing.
Wait. Let's assume, and hello everybody, it's K and T. Assume it's going to be a bunch of people who don't know nothing about Dr. Eggman or what franchise or what universe he's from. So give us a little breakdown.
Eggman. Actually, no, I can just put an edit up.
Still tell us a little something.
Alright. Eggman is Sonic's the main antagonist of the Sonic the Hedgehog series. And is also the creator of some Metal Sonic, who is Sonic's identical metal robot copy.
There is a theory that he's a Sonic from the future that got turned into Metal Sonic. Which, that's the only way it makes sense to me that he's even remotely as powerful as Sonic. Otherwise,
Fair point.
Eggman could just make a whole bunch of creatures as powerful as Sonic.
Anyways, our next person, Ultron, you know him, you love him. We have 3 videos out of him, or with him in it. And this is gonna basically be like what if or how Eggman and Ultron teamed up, or like what if they fought. So we're gonna start off with the team up part actually, because that's the thing that people want to see most.
Interesting. Why do you think people want to see the team up between Ultron and Eggman?
Well, not specifically Eggman, but more specifically Metal Sonic.
Okay.
Like, people have been, like, theorizing and making Marvel Rivals mods and, like, all these kinds of videos, like, what if Metal Sonic was in the game and had an interaction with Ultron? Or what if Sonic characters were in Marvel Rivals?
So this is about the video games, right? So
but it's also,
it's
outside of the video games, because it's Marvel Rivals, but it's also, like, just what if Metal Sonic and Ultron met in general.
Well, see, this is the part I don't understand about that. Like, the objectives of Ultron and Eggman are radically different at the end of the day.
Yeah, but the reason I really thought about this and this thought even came up in my head is because of the fact that Eggman made the metal virus from the IDW comic book series. That virus was basically, it turned people into like robots. Like zombie robots, basically. That's the main thing.
So it's similar to, I wonder who came out first, and to the technovirus in the Marvel universe with the X-Men, which y'all probably saw in the X-Men '97 series with Cable and what he was in part infected with. So if anybody knows, leave us a part in the comments that explain which one was first. The technovirus or the, what do you call it, the metal virus?
The metal virus.
Which
the technovirus was probably first because the IDW comic book series, when the metal virus was first introduced, that was around 2022, I think.
Oh, the technovirus is definitely earlier.
Yeah.
That goes back to, I think, the 80s.
Yeah.
Right. And but that's these viruses and stuff like that. The X-Men copied it from other science fiction.
Anyways, now you're probably wondering how and why would Eggman and Ultron team up? And to that I say, I have no idea.
Well, see, in most stories, I know more about Ultron. In most stories, Ultron's primary thing is to conquer the world and to eliminate humans as the dominant species as a rival to him and to other AI, right? So it kind of has an extinction level, as at least it relates to humans, an extinction level agenda.
Now you're probably wondering, after my father has said that, wouldn't that mean that Ultron would just kill Eggman on sight?
Exactly. See now.
And to that I say, here's where it gets good, and here's where the team up thing starts to kind of settle in. Eggman has taken over or / controlled multiple various people. Hell, he okay, not Eggman, but like Sage. Sage could probably like do some coding thing. Or how does Sage's power work again? Oh yeah, because Sage tamed those Titan thingies that you have to fight in like Sonic Frontiers, except for the end. So she could probably control Ultron, depending on which version.
So, but yeah, why would Eggman want to team up with Ultron if he has Metal Sonic? And if Metal Sonic is as powerful as Sonic can be in the in his universe, you don't really need Ultron because he's stronger.
I'm gonna shut you
Ultron.
down right there.
Enlighten us.
The writers do Metal Sonic dirty.
Okay.
Like they constantly make him fight two people and just get absolutely jumped.
He's supposed to fight all of the.
No, his primary
friends.
target is actually Sonic, Shadow, or Silver.
Right, but if you're gonna fight them,
Tails or Knuckles or Amy.
But if you're gonna fight them, then yeah, Amy and Knuckles and Tails.
But he's not prepared to fight other people, is what I'm saying. Because like the one thing the writers will do, they'll make him fight Sonic mainly, like most of the time. But other times you see Metal Sonic, who is he fighting? He's fighting Cream the Rabbit, bro. No, actually, not even most of the time. He fought Cream the Rabbit in a comic book from my memory. I think that Cream and him had a fight. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, what Sonic character hasn't fought Metal Sonic yet?
Yeah, but see, this is the part where we're going to go to our new feature, which we're including in all of our shows, which is bad writing.
You're telling me.
So, what you're outlining to me, and you already said it, the writers do
Metal Sonic
dirty. So let's remove the bad writing, and let's go over the powers that Metal Sonic has exhibited and consistently has, and let's evaluate those powers relative to the powers of Ultron, and then ask the question, right? If Metal Sonic is that powerful and should be that powerful, at least in something, say Mia, you would write, if he was that powerful just as a baseline, then why would Eggman need Ultron if he can make something as powerful and it could retain his power as Metal Sonic?
Metal Sonic feats time. This is gonna be like take 5 minutes. Okay, starting off with Metal Sonic from Sonic CD, his first ever canon appearance. In that, basically, Sonic around that time was able to time travel or like go back into the future, go back into the past. And since Metal Sonic was matching Sonic speed in the boss fight, or even like going past him at some points in the game, if you like hit one of the spikes or he hit you, that would put Metal Sonic like above light speed, because Sonic at that time was above light speed. Or we could just make up our own
nothing like that.
Or we could just make up our own feat and just call it time travel, fast enough to travel through time, which would basically, I think, exceed. No, he's fast, and that's just the classic Sonic. Sonic's feats later are insane, and we're gonna go off our Sonic's feats so we can understand Metal Sonic's feats. Sonic can go back and into the future, or he could in CD. They took away that aspect from him for some reason. I think it was because of the time stones. And they got rid of that plot line, so yeah. And then Silver came along, so I'm pretty sure that's why they got rid of the whole he can travel through time thing with the speed.
Right.
But he's still incredibly fast. In Sonic Colors, Sonic was almost able to outrun a black hole. And not even just your regular, ordinary sized black hole. No, I'm talking about a black hole the size of this house. Actually, no, the size of Godzilla. Imagine a black hole that's the size of Godzilla, and it's only getting bigger, 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 and bigger. Sonic was outrunning that for an entire minute. Think about how fast that is. Anyways, Sonic has Chaos Control, Super Form, and Super Form is quote-unquote inevitable, as it has been able to cure the metal virus, go back and forth in time, travel through dimensions with the warp paths. Oh wait, actually, oh yeah, the warp paths. And it's actually able to he's actually able to do a lot more feats, because Hypersonic, which is a stronger form of Supersonic, and reminder, Supersonic has been able to defeat gods, like the Time Eater, a being who could literally, like, manipulate time. And he's also defeating Solaris, a literal god. And I'm not even joking, he's a literal god. They had to fight him in the past, present, and future just to kill him. And they somehow killed him in super form. So hyperform would be like above superform, even though it doesn't have any real feats because it's in the older video games. So yeah.
Well,
but it is confirmed to be stronger than superform, so we can at least put hyper like up there. And while Metal Sonic isn't able to go hyper, he can go super with the Master Emerald, and the Master Emerald is way stronger than the Chaos Emeralds. So Neo Metal Sonic would scale above Super Sonic, Super Shadow, or Super Silver, meaning he would scale above Solaris, the Time Eater. He would already scale above the Time Eater because one Chaos Emerald could take the Time Eater out. So
all of what you're saying to a layman like myself and to most of the people in this audience is that Supersonic / Metal Sonic makes Ultron look puny, and Ultron would just be like a robot throwaway servant of somebody with that much
Metal
power.
Sonic would speed blitz him, but it's not that easy actually. Even though, I wasn't done though. Let me keep going. He has chaos control, the ability to stop time. Chaos, he has these huge energy blasts. He has a diving forward attack where he charges up electricity and then just rams into his opponents. And then he has a bunch of other attacks that I'm not going to go over for the sake of the time of this video. But he also has other forms.
But before you get into all that, our main question was Eggman teaming up and or opposing Ultron, right? The Eggman Metal Sonic.
Well, Eggman has a lot, and I mean a lot of robots.
Yeah, but the critical point...
Some are even stronger than Metal Sonic.
So the critical point is he don't need Ultron at all.
I mean...
What would he use him for? See, this is bad writing in this video, part 2. Because if he has all of those powers and he can access all of those powers, and if this man is genius enough to manipulate, the space-time continuum,
now here's the
and
thing.
things on the molecular level to can do all this, there is no way he could be defeated by Sonic and the furries.
But Dad, here's the thing about that. Metal Sonic didn't get super with the help of Eggman. He did it by himself.
But Eggman laid the foundation.
He got his Neo form by himself. He got Super Neo by himself. He got Metal Overlord by himself, and he got some other forms by himself.
But here's the piece, just from a straight technical, mechanical, physical dimension. He had to engineer something, right, and build the metal of his body and the components of his body to be strong enough to withstand those types of energies and levels and the pressure that would come from being able to deal with gravity. So he can only,
but there is another
he's inorganic. he can only work at the capacity that this person.
There is
built
another ability that There is
So-
another ability that Metal Sonic has, and it's the ability to copy biodata. Basically, just he can copy anyone's abilities, and he has done it multiple times before. I think he only had this in the Neo form. I don't know. It's not
But
proven.
you should make another video about all of his powers, because that's not really addressing like Eggman's capacity and why he needs. So it's not the central question. So I'm gonna ask T to come back and make a particular video. But for this one, I think I'm going to conclude that Eggman is one of the most severe cases. If all of what T has said is true, and all of that comes from canon,
And bad writing.
right? He's one of the most severely exemplars of bad writing in comic books and like video game lore.
How do you go from losing to a rodent 200 times to beat him
So
5 times?
So anyway, if we're just following the power scale and the intelligence scale, disadvantage Eggman, right? Ultron, if he was opposing him, doesn't sound like he would stand a chance unless he was in his Infinity form
or Extron.
Then it sounds like even then it would be Eggman can give him a good run for his money. So I would say it's advantage Eggman. And I hate to say that. I don't really like Eggman that much, but this is the product of the bad writing. So advantage Eggman, sounds like advantage Sonic Universe. And we'll have to like come back and do more, to correct the bad writing and give you all at least enough of a narrative so that the writing can be consistent, it can be coherent, and it can give us much better stories. That's what we're aiming for. Here is to sharpen up all of the genres for them to be consistent and not give us all of this B and C grade crap that they give us most of the time. Because we deserve more, you deserve more. Anyway, we have to sign off.
One more thing.
One more thing, and we gotta go.
As for the results for what happened if Eggman and Ultron teamed up, it'd be monstrous. Sometimes, so I wish I was joking, but it would really be monstrous. Yeah. Ultron can sometimes almost defeat the Avengers, and imagine if Ultron was in the Sonic universe.
He'd be nothing in the Sonic.
I mean,
we have to come back.
Maybe.
Let us know what you think. So put your thoughts in the comment. Do you agree with K?
Actually, no. Imagine Eggman in the Marvel
or do you agree with T? Which one do you agree with, or what's your particular take on this particular subject? And look for us for our next video. But in the meantime, help us get to 100 subscribers, and you can do that by liking the channel, sharing the videos, with your family, friends, co-workers, etc. And subscribe. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe.
Do you have anything to say for a fourth wall break?
Not right now.
That's something.
All right. Well, that's signing off until the next video. Take care.
Also, I'm very sorry for the Manshine versus Bastard Muchin match. It's taking a very long time. I'm sorry, CapCut shut down on me.